Alright, hello everybody, Serapis here. Just realized that I start all my videos with alright, but you know, who cares? Today I'm going to be bringing you another battle replay, and I know I promised a Haxorus moveset. I'm probably going to release that later today, but I had this battle on Battle Spot, and I just had to show you guys. It's, well, it's really interesting. I mean, just looking at his team, 3 of his Pokemon are Pokemon you rarely see. I mean, Greninja is a kind of rare C, Pinsir is very rare, Nidoking is extremely rare, and Infernape is a bit more common on Battle Spot. This isn't exactly VGC because Infernape wouldn't be legal, but you know, who cares really? It was a great battle. So, in my opinion, when you go into a Pokemon battle, there are 2 mindsets you can have. The first is I'm just going to go in with my strong team and I'm going to crush my opponent. I don't care if they predict what I'm going to do. My team's strong and I'm going to crush them. Perfect example of a Pokemon like this would be Mega-Kangaskhan or Garchomp. They're both pretty predictable, but they both have such insane strength that they don't really care if you know what they're going to do. The other method of thinking is I'm going to go in and I'm going to use a team that my opponent cannot predict. And if he can't predict it, he can't beat me. And I believe at least that that is the mindset my opponent has right here. You're just going to have to wait and see. So he's challenging me. Start off my usual Greninja Venusaur. And he starts off with Infernape and Nidoking. Now here is where I proceed to completely forget that Infernape gets Fake Out, so instead of double protecting on the first turn like I usually would, I go right for the Water Pledge Grass Pledge. Still, it wouldn't have been too bad, but watch this. Goes for the Fake Out. It's on my Venusaur, but I was Water Pledging Nidoking. I was like, okay, so I take down Nidoking. But then Nidoking outspeeds me. And because of the flinch, the Water Pledge doesn't actually go off. So I decided to protect and go for the Sleep Powder on Nidoking because I really was not anticipating a Scarf Nidoking. I mean, with Nidoking, I usually think of Sheer Force Life Orb combination, which can be pretty strong, but I mean, my opponent comes in with a freaking Scarf Nidoking and completely and utterly ruins my strategy. And then I go for the Sleep Powder, which would allow me to get back into my mojo, but it misses. So yeah, I have to switch out my Greninja, and I mean, my opponent really challenged me this battle. I bring in Haxorus because I can take pretty much whatever he's going to do. I was hoping he would, let's see what happened. Oh yeah, I double switched out into Chandelure because I was hoping for a Thunderbolt onto Haxorus and a Flare Blitz onto what's-his-face. But no, double target on Chandelure. Which is okay by me. Now, at this point, I've got to sack something. I have to sack something. So I decide I'm just going to say, hey, you know what? Sorry, Chandelure, but you're the least valuable member of the team. And I decide to sack Chandelure. So he makes a bad play by attacking my Chandelure, my Earthquake, so he pretty much wasted a turn. I got a crit on the Nidoking here, but I really don't think it mattered. It was a super effective attack with 100 base power off of a Choice Banded Haxorus. So I don't think it mattered all that much. So the Nidoking is down, but now I've got another problem. My Haxorus is out on the field, not to mention his Fake Out Infernape's coming right back. So my Greninja goes out here. Now then, I switch out Haxorus before I protect with my Greninja here. And here is another play where he completely and utterly decimates me. So I get the protect on my Greninja, no problem. I was expecting the Fake Out onto my Greninja, and I was hoping that my Venusaur could live the Ice Beam, but the Fake Out goes onto the Venusaur, which got some extra damage, and then he proceeds to Ice Beam my Venusaur, so my Venusaur was double targeted, and it goes down, so I can't pull off my pledges. So now my opponent has a 3-2 lead. Now I bring in Haxorus, and this right here, I'm going to stop it right here. Oh, dang it. Oh, whoops. Well, I'll skip right back to that part. The important part is I was thinking about Earthquaking with Haxorus, because if I Earthquaked with Haxorus, I could take down both of my opponent's Pokemon. but I decided that I wasn't going to, so let's skip ahead to turn 3, 4, what was that, 5? It's red, I don't know, something bad is happening. I might just re-record. Skipping video. Okay, here we go. So, let's go another turn. I think we've got one more turn after this to go. Sorry about this, but I'm just learning how to use the versus recorder. So yeah, one more turn it is. I was thinking about earthquaking because it would allow me to KO both of them, but I decided not to. And you'll see how that plays out. So, what happens is whenever this loads, you'll get to see. But okay, here's what happens. I decide to go for the water pledge onto his Grey Ninja, which as it turns out is the right move. I win the speed time and his Grey Ninja goes down. It was luck on my part, but then again I kind of needed some luck. After all, I missed that sleep powder, so I kind of had some karma stored up. And instead of going for the earthquake, I make the game-winning play to go for the outrage. Because I was like, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I will take out the Grey Ninja, and then I'll just outrage. And whatever his last Pokemon is, I'll be okay. Which turns out to be a great play. Because in comes Pinsir. And this Pinsir is his Mega Pokemon, and for those of you who do not know, when Pinsir Mega evolves, it gains Flying type, meaning it would have complete immunity to my Earthquake. So yeah, I definitely made the right choice. Now, Pinsir goes for the return, and this is an area late return off a Mega-Pinsir, but I survive, and Choice Banded Haxorus comes through with the Outrage, utterly destroying Pinsir. So even though I did wind up winning this battle, and I did have some bad luck with the Sleep Powder, my opponent had a very, very real chance of defeating me, and this just goes to show how powerful being unpredictable can be. I mean, Choice Scarf Nidoking is about as unpredictable as it gets, and that, well, it completely destroyed my strategy, and it almost wiped out my team, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. I've got a couple more Battle Spot videos to upload, one of which was a battle I just recently had. I lost the battle, but because of how I lost it, I think it's worth sharing. So, yeah, see you next time.